Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new, I wouldn't say series, but I've never done this before. I'm in the application Blender, which is an animating and 3D modeling program you can download for free. And I've been learning how to use Blender, and a friend over at ThePixelLegion, his channel will be in the description, showed me this freaking cool thing you can do in Blender that actually, here, wait, let me just show you this. So I made this. It's called Explody 2. I made this pretty quickly. It doesn't take a long time. So I'm just going to press play, and you get prepared for your mind to be blown. Okay, ready? Bam. Oh, that's sweet, isn't it? Yeah. So you can see that this disco-like sphere comes down, hits the surface, and explodes. How sweet is that? So this takes about 5 minutes to make or so. Most of it is doing one part of it, but yeah. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. It's pretty simple. When you first open up Blender, you'll have this screen and a lot of buttons everywhere. And if this is your first time using Blender, don't be intimidated by all the buttons. I still don't know what 90% of them does, since this is only my first few days of using it, but yeah, let's get started. So right click selects blocks, or not blocks, but objects, camera, light, and yeah, so we're going to use this cube instead of a sphere because it's already here. And what we're going to do is select it with the right mouse button and click with left mouse button on this blue triangle and drag it up. That will raise it on the platform. Okay, so next you're going to see on the right hand side this little plus thing, and you're going to want to click that and scroll down to, where is it, grease pencil, and click new, and then switch drawing settings to surface. Then what you're going to want to do is zoom in using the mouse wheel. If you're wondering how to turn the screen, it's press down mouse wheel and move your mouse, and then like actually going like this is holding shift and then holding down mouse wheel and then moving your mouse. So what you're going to want to do is, once you select the grease pencil on surface, hold down the D button for David, and then you just want to, oops, just move it back. You just want to click everywhere. This takes the longest part of the actual thing, but I'm going to cut until all the surfaces have been covered. And to switch surfaces, you just rotate and then you continue on the next surface. But I'll see you guys once all the surfaces have been covered with these dots. Alright guys, so I'm just finishing with my 6th side, the last side, and I just wanted to remind you guys that the more dots you add to this cube, the more intensive this will be on your computer when rendering it out. So just keep that in mind if you know you don't have the best of computers. But you can now see that this cube is covered with these grease lines, grease pencil dots. I don't know what they call them, but yeah, so once you've done that, you are going to want to then go up to File and and down to User Preferences, or you can just do Command, comma, I believe that's comma? I think so. Yeah, whatever. Command, comma, or File, User Preferences, and then go to the Add-ons tab, and right here you want to search Cell, and you'll see Object Cell Fracture, and you want to check off this little box in the top, in the right of this little area, and then save your user settings. And after that you can just exit out, and you'll see down here in your tools section that you have a cell fracture. So you can just click that and then switch this to grease pencil. Ooh, there we go. Switch it to grease pencil, and then don't change anything else. Press OK. The reason why you don't want to change anything else because I have no clue what each thing does. So yeah. Okay, so you'll see a bunch of weird things happen on your cube. Just ignore them. But down here in this little set of 20 squares, you'll see there's a dot in the second one. Click that, and this is your cube that will explode. So go back to the first cube and press B, and you'll see this little plus thing show up where your mouse is, and then you just want to click and drag over your original square, and that will select the whole thing, and then press the X button on your keyboard and select delete. Now that that's gone, you can go back to the second frame. Ooh, there we go. And then this is your cube that will end up shattering. But you need something for it to shatter on, so you're going to have to go to the Create tab on the left-hand side and select Cube. Now once you have this cube, you can press, make sure it's selected first, right-click on it, select R, press R, and then, not R, press S, hold Shift and press Z, and then type 15, press enter. So this will make a plane, but it's kind of thick and it looks annoying. So you can press S, and then where is it? X, I believe, and then nope, not X. You can press S, Z, 0.25. There you go. So then you'll see it's a lot thinner and it isn't annoying. So this is the last step. You select your platform you just made, go to the Physics tab, and put Add Passy or Passive. Mine just cut off. So click that, and then you'll see down here it says Passive. Next, what you want to do is press A. That will deselect any selected objects, and then press the B button, which is this little selection tool, and select your cube with all of these little points in it. And then you want to do Add Active. Now passive makes it so this won't move, active makes it so this will move. So pretty much you're done. You can go down here or press Alt A, and you'll see that your cube now explodes. How awesome is that? It's pretty damn easy also. Bam, you can just boing boing. Now what's also cool about Blender is it reacts in real time. So if you select this platform while it's going, you can just go like boink and they all go flying. So yeah, that's how you make your little exploding thing. If you want it to be in a QuickTime Player or whatever, render it. It takes a little bit longer, so stick around if you want to see that. But yeah, so if you want to render it, you want to select these two squares at the bottom like that, and that will merge the two layers or whatever they're called together. And then you want to go over to this sidebar and go under View and do Lock Camera to View. And then when you press 0 on the numpad, you'll see the camera is what you were looking at, and you can then edit the camera to how you wish. So I'm just going to have it like that, I guess, maybe like that. There we go. And you can press F12 to get a render of that frame on you were on. So I haven't actually. Let me just play. Oh, and just go back here, play that so it goes out. Looks good. So then you can just press F12 and it will render the single frame that is on, so you can check how it looks. If it looks good, then you can keep the camera angle. You can press 1 and then you're out of the camera. And then from here you want to go all the way to the right hand side and select this camera if you were not on it in the first place, and go down to this area. You want to select PNG and select H.264 and then select RGB. And since this is just a test one and isn't really for any purpose, I'm going to change the resolution to 1280 by 720 and then bring this to 100%. And then after that, you're going to want to change where it'll be saved. So you just want to click that folder next to TMP, and then you can just go to desktop and then accept over here. So now you just have to render it. So let's go into camera view, go to here, and down here it says start and end. Make sure end finishes on, let's say we want it to finish on frame 100. Let's extend that a little longer. There we go. So now when we start rendering it, it will only render from frame 1 to 100, and depending on your computer, this could take a really short amount of time, or it could take a really long time. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And then to render it, you go over here and click animation, and then it will start rendering the frames one at a time. So I don't really want you to stick around for this, but once it's done rendering, it'll appear on your desktop. You can open it and then watch how brilliant you are at Blender. Show your friends, they'll be like, oh my god, you're so good. But yeah, that's how you make an exploding cube in Blender. You can see as it falls one frame at a time, and as soon as it hits, it will shatter. So that was a quick tutorial. I don't know how quick that was, but a tutorial on how to make things explode in Blender. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.